Hello, longboarding mom. I am back in the kitchen. Oh, just for today. I have been doing other stuff. It's crazy. I started more embroidery back at Bible study. So I'm reading my book. I had to catch up. Um, just like Christmas with the family and, just stuff, stuff happens. And I just don't know what to cook sometimes. But this recipe I am making for Valentine's Day. I'm making a couple of weeks early for you guys so you can be ready because this is something kind of fancy, but it's so easy to make, but it looks fancy and the person you're making it for is going to think, "Oh wow, they took all day to make this special dish for me." And it's really kind of simple. It is called vodka pasta vodka sauce, I think. I think. I can't remember exactly. I do know that you make it with these yummy noodles or like the big thick ones, and when you boil them, they get even bigger, of course. But I found something even better. They're heart shaped. I've never used them, and they're still kind of an inch big and stuff. And so they're going to be still a big pasta, which is going to be perfect for this. So I'm going to get started here. We're going to have to boil some pasta. Um, it, it's, it's so easy. And the amount of time that you boil your pasta, um, everything just kind of falls together. I'm first going to bread some chicken breasts and fry those up and put them in the oven. So you're like brown both sides of it. I might even show you that. I'm not sure yet because I just want to show you the vodka pasta sauce. It is just so easy to make and you can add whatever protein with it you want. I like to do a chicken, like a Parmesan chicken breast, but I don't have enough Parmesan cheese um, to do that. So I'm just gonna bread some chicken and fry it on both sides and put it in the oven in my skillet, my cast iron pan. So we're gonna get started on this sauce. I've got to cut some garlic. I mean, yes, it is. You got a couple things you gotta do, a couple steps you gotta do, but it is still so easy to make and so delicious. So we are going to just cut up a couple cloves of garlic here. The worst part is peeling it. Sometimes just cutting the end off of it, you can peel it really easy. This one has a baby one inside of it. A baby one. I didn't have the right kind of onion, so we are just going to use the onion I have. The first time I made it, I didn't even have onion in it. And the second time I made this, I had some little yellow onion that I had gotten, just tiny ones, and that's exactly what you need is a quarter small yellow onion, but I always have red onions on hand. Purple. They're purple. Why do they call them red? So I'm just going to dice it up really, really small because you're going to saute this in olive oil. Sometimes if you smash it, it comes off. Not always. My cat thinks no. He thinks I'm over here cooking something he can eat. He can't have or he cannot have garlic or onion. He probably has more in his diet than he should. No. He's like a little dog begging. So I'm going to just slice these up small. And I probably won't use that little one. But I like garlic, so you turn it sideways. Turn this one sideways. Just gonna make sure it's all chopped small. I don't want any big chunks of garlic. I just found a peel. That's okay. And this one we're going to throw away because I don't need it and I've already peeled it and it will not stay good after you peel it. I'm going to slide that over. And I got some onion. I just need a little bit of onion. Thought maybe I had some dry onion. I have powdered onion. I don't have any dehydrated. I have dehydrated garlic that I add to things when I don't have any fresh garlic. Sometimes I will add that to it. We are just going to cut this up really, really tiny. And once all this is cut up, we are going to move over to the stove and saute this. But before I saute it, I'm going to start my chicken breasts. I just want to have all my ingredients ready to go because that's what makes it so fast. You just kind of have everything prepared and on the side and ready. So I've got my garlic, my onion, and my 3 ounces of vodka. This is the vodka I'm using. It's Hood River. It's from Oregon. And then I've got 1 1/4 cups of cream. I'm going to clean up my garlic mess. We're going to move on over to the stove. I'm preheating my oven to 350 degrees. I've got my cast iron pan here. I'm going to add some bacon grease to it and fry up my chicken breasts before I get started. We don't want a whole lot because we don't want to deep fry it. We're just going to a whole lot. We're going to melt this bacon grease, fry our chicken breasts on each side, just a couple minutes. I might not even need all that. I could pour that back into my pan. Once this gets hot enough, so basically I'm just browning each side. And then I'm going to stick it in the oven while I warm up this pan with some olive oil in it. I'm going to do 1 tablespoon of olive oil and add the onions and garlic and let that toast up a little bit. We've got some tomato paste. We need 6 ounces of tomato paste, a quarter teaspoon of red peppers. You can omit those because they are kind of spicy if you can't handle any spice. And they're thin chicken breasts, so I only have my oven temperature on like 350. Really don't need that much bacon grease. We're going to just slide that into the oven and let it cook. Oops. While we do everything else. So this is warming up. We're going to let it warm up just a little bit. I'm going to add my onion first to get that cooking because it's a little wetter than the garlic is. The garlic will cook and toast up faster. You don't want it to burn. I'm opening my tomato sauce. Get that ready. I have my heat on medium, let's see, medium high. It's in between medium, let's see, medium and medium high, but it's like 6, not even in between in the middle. We're going to toast this up like a minute or two. When your garlic starts turning a little colored, you don't want to burn it. You want it a little brown. You can smell it. Once you start smelling the little aroma of your garlic, it's almost time to add the tomato paste and your red pepper flakes. They're starting to toast up quite nicely. I see some are turning brown, so we are going to add the tomato paste. I use a knife to get in there, to get it out. Because then you can go. I'm going to turn the heat down just a little bit. mix this around. You want your tomato paste to actually kind of cook down a little bit. It brings out the flavor of your tomatoes again. Like 3 minutes probably. Oh, my pepper flakes. Can't smell it yet. It really, you really go by smell with this dish, because one time I don't think I cooked the garlic enough, and then I was in a hurry. I was not following directions. Um, so yeah, it was the first time I made this and didn't follow the directions quite like I was supposed to, and didn't set any timers and or anything. I just kind of like winged it and stuff. But the next time I made it, I followed the directions. I set timers. You can tell by the smell, the color of your tomato paste. So good. Gonna let that cook down for a second. Throw these in the dishwater. I'm gonna turn this up again. Just about like medium heat. Maybe 1 more minute on this tomato paste, and then we'll add the vodka. I'm gonna turn it up just a little bit. Just a little bit more. Just a little bit more, like we had it earlier. We're going to have to add some salt to it. Just a little sprinkle. It said kosher salt. I don't have kosher salt. Yeah. Mhm. Okay, we are going to add the vodka to it. 3 ounces, and I'm gonna get the back of that spatula. And you want it to sizzle like that. Cook that right into And we're going to cook it out for about a minute because you don't want it to taste like vodka exactly, but it's a vodka alla pasta. And then we are going to pour in the heavy cream and mix it until it is smooth. I'm just going to turn off the heat because it's kind of hot. Just pour that in. I had to adjust my camera. I'm so sorry, you guys. I was showing you half of my pan. Oh. This will be easier to mix in. Once this pasta or the sauce is mixed in smoothly, completely, we will start our, I'll clean up this mess I made, but we'll start our noodles. I've already got water in the pan over there and a whole bunch of salt because you want to salt your pasta. Always salt your pasta. And my chicken is doing quite nicely down there. Of course, it's not going to be super smooth because you do have your garlic and onion in there, but you're going to want that sauce completely mixed in together. There's no cheese added to it just yet. We'll add that with the pasta. You add, after your pasta is done boiling, you will add some pasta sauce to that. That's what makes this a little bit runnier. And then you will add your pasta to it, mix it all around. It's so good. Okay, that's smooth enough. We're going to swap pans here and get this boiling. We'll come back, and once this starts boiling, I will come back and show you the next steps. We are boiling right here. We're going to add our cute little pastas. They're so cute. Don't need the whole box. It's just my husband and I, so I'll add that much to it. And give them a good stir. And we'll let these boil for about 8 minutes. And once they're done boiling, we'll add, or I'll take 1 cup of water out. I don't need the whole cup of water. I need only like a half a cup of water. Or I mean 3/4 a cup of water probably to loosen this back up. And then we'll drain the pasta and add the pasta to the sauce. So we're going to set the timer for 8 minutes. If you want it a little more al dente, do 7 minutes. But I like my pasta for this done. So it doesn't, it'll soak up a little bit of that sauce, but not all of the sauce. And I'm going to check my chicken. Let's see. Let's move this out of the way. Got my thing here because that is extremely hot. Don't want to burn my chicken, so we're going to probably pull that out and let it rest a little bit. I'm going to take it out of that oil. We're going to let it rest, and then we'll cut it into strips. We have less than a minute for the pasta to go. So once this is done, we'll put it in the strainer to drain all the, whoops, don't forget your pasta water. And I actually like to add this to my spaghetti sauce and stuff too. It helps bind your pasta to the sauce. So, oh, there's the timer. So we're going to drain this. Well, this is draining all that pasta water. We are going to turn this back down to 5. Put your sauce back on. That is still hot. And we are going to start stirring this around to warm it back up. We're going to add that pasta sauce to it. And we are also going to add like 3 tablespoons of Parmesan cheese. And it says a half of a cup, so we're not going to dump it all in. We're just going to dump it in. I'm going to leave a third of a cup there. Stir this around. My Parmesan cheese I've got in a bag. I use a Kosher shredded cheese, and it it is shredded, yes, but it is made with potato starch, that yucky starchy stuff that you get. Okay, I'm gonna stir this around, get it all mixed in, and then we'll just add that pasta back into here. If it gets too thick, you can add more of that starchy water that you pulled out. That's why you save it. I'm thinking it's quite saucy. Quite saucy. Yes, yum. Okay, and give it a little taste, and I didn't add any salt to it. I don't think it needs any salt. I added some to it earlier. Okay. I'm going to turn that heat down, and we are going to add our pasta noodles. Look at those little hearts, they're so cute. See, I'm glad I didn't add the whole package because I like my noodles in sauce, not I like a lot of sauce, I guess. We've got that chicken over there. You can pour a little bit on the chicken if you want. We can soak up some of the sauce. And there's a little left over. It doesn't just go away. But look how cute those little hearts are. They're so cute. Okay, we are going to go put it over next to the chicken and dish up a couple of plates, one for my husband and one for me. I wish I had those little Valentine's um, plates I had last year. They were adorable. Or maybe it was a couple of years ago. Okay, we'll be back in just a moment. Oh, wow, yummy. That looks so good. Okay, so chicken breast. Actually, I'm going to leave it right there and cut it. Oops. So can you imagine doing the Parmesan cheese crusted chicken? Oh, that would be so good. I just didn't have enough Parmesan. There's some of my crust. Okay. And then we're going to do your pasta. And see, it still did suck up that sauce. Because I wanted some of that sauce to pour on my chicken. And if you have some fresh basil, which I do not, or parsley, I do not. I do have some dried parsley flakes I can sprinkle on top, but something fresh, oregano or something, would be really pretty on top of that. And pair it with a salad. I'm gonna. This looks so good. Look at the cute little hearts. Okay, I'm gonna try a bite. Mm. Mm-mm-mm. It's so creamy. Mm. Mm. I think I like the little pasta. I like the big pastas, the ones that the recipe calls for, but you can use any pasta you want, and these are really good. Mm. Mm-mm. There's sauce inside them. Yum. I like it. My son, he's not a fan, but he's picky. But the vodka is cooked out of it. It's pasta alla. Vodka alla pasta. I always say it wrong. But it's cooked out of it. You don't taste it. It's just, I don't know what it's there for. You can use chicken broth if you want, water, just anything. But the pasta, it's vodka alla pasta, so it makes it sound fancy. Thank you for watching. We'll see you next time.